Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick, Mr. Andrew Gitros.
Good morning.
And we're going to start off with a couple of sponsors right here.
Oh, really? Already?
Yes, sir.
I'm so happy with that. How about Piggly Wiggly? Go down to your local Piggly Wiggly. 2 locations, one in North Opelousas, one on South Opelousas, and the other in beautiful downtown Simsport. Go by and get all
on the Chaffalaya River.
On the Chaffalaya River, that's right. You get your yellow cat over there, and you go right to the Piggly Wiggly and get all your little vegetables and all. I did some of that this weekend where I cooked a nice coubillon. Man, always got good produce at the Piggly Wiggly. Don't forget about them as well. I like to go by early in the morning when they first open up, and I pick up a lot of fresh fruit, some oranges, some apples, some pears. Good things to have just to snack on in that office. Keep you away from all that old potato chips and trashy stuff, that candy that you want to eat and put on some weight. Good, healthy. Keep that energy level up high. Don't forget about them, all the great meats from the beef, the chicken. Always running a special every single week. Go by your local Piggly Wiggly. And one more, let's go with the Quarters Casino right there north of Opelousas, the Quarters Casino, and try your luck in the gaming
Exit 23.
Side.
We said that enough times where Bobby Dupre remembers
You can find that one. And then you can do the math when you're coming down the interstate. If you're on mile marker 40-something, you do the math. 23 from 40-something, you got 20 miles till you hit that exit. I know how that works. So when you go in, you can get Stuckey's candy, you can get Subway sandwiches, you can get crispy, crunchy fried chicken. They've got El Pico de Gallo, Mexican cantina and restaurant with those good margaritas inside as well. Chevron fuel, diesel, gasoline, well lit, well covered. Even in the pouring down rain, you can go and not even get wet when you fill up your car. The Quarters Casino.
And large, well-maintained parking lot for all the 18-wheelers, and of course, RVs are welcome as well.
Or you pull on a trailer.
auto,
Sometimes if you're going up north, you know, you're scared where you're going to pull over to get your fuel. And you can get in there nice and easy.
Nice and easy and out again safely. Okay, what we're going to do next?
I got photos.
We got photos. Good, good.
How about this?
Well, you remember 2 weeks ago, the syndicate I'm in Racing had 2 winners, and of course, this past week we had 1 winner. I'm in Harlan. Carl took I'm in Harlan off the dirt track, put him on the turf, put the horse on the turf. I'm not sure if it's a filly or a horse, but regardless, won the race. A real tight race, but I'm in Holland came through, and of course, when you can win on both the dirt and the turf, the value of the horse goes up nicely. So, Carl, another good job, and to all our friends who are members of the I'm in Racing syndicate, thanks for allowing Jim and I from Opelousas to be members of the group, and of course Carl DeVille and Angie are the trainers, and work hard to get to that winner's circle. It's not an easy task. And this is St. Peter's Missionary Baptist Church. The Reverend Dwight Brown is the pastor there near Port Barre. The next picture shows
he's the chaplain that we've seen.
And we have pictures of that in here too. Well, that was
last week.
We missed it. We missed it. Okay, I went there last week again, but again, I guess we showed it last week. And these are pictures that I took last Wednesday night, and it was taken because of a young lady who recognized me. Get to the lady in the red shirt, please. That picture right there. The picture on the left is Miss Sue DuPont, and she's one of the top realtors in St. Martin Parish. How about that? She's with Caldwell Bankers, Pelican Real Estate, and what a sweetheart. And of course, her husband is also in the picture. This is Casey Patin. He's a horse trainer right here, and his friend Kelly Benoit. And then that's Dan DuPont, the other picture, the next one you showed, that right there. And I'm not sure which one of these young ones, but Craig Rose from Missouri is there. Fred Shriver from Missouri is in the picture. Dan, of course, and they're from Parks, by the way, the DuPonts. And Nolan Wheeler is also from Missouri. Those 2 right there. Quite a group of friends that met up through working, and I tell you, we had fun. They made me feel good. Well, that was Wednesday night, and Thursday I'm on the road again. I guess y'all wonder when I'm home, but I'm home every now and then. Plenty enough. I'm on the way, and I decided to pull in at Cabela's. I was going to go do a little shopping at Cabela's. And I think of Cabela's, I think of Chris Fazer. Chris Fazer has been a Cabela purchaser through the magazine. Remember, they used to send a
Catalog,
magazine.
sure.
Catalog.
Still there.
Then they went to internet, and now they have stores all over. But anyhow, that's a story on Cabela's growth. And at Don Seafood, and that's the same Don that's on Johnston Street. Don Landry
this
on
is the
Johnston.
one on
Cabela. That's it, Cabela
At
exit.
Cabela's,
At
okay.
Cabela. And then if you go on I-110 east, like if you're going to Florida, you're going to pass by Bass Pro, and they have a Don's there, restaurant, seafood. Yes, sir. They are growing. Anyhow, these two young boys were sitting next to me, young men. Let me get it straight. And I wanted a Caesar salad, and the girl says, sit at the bar here, and I'll get it to you. She went in the back and she brought it back. It must have cut somebody else out of theirs because mine was good and she took care of me. Marcus Simmons is on the left, and on the right is Paul Martin. Now, these young fellas are something else. They do service work on antennas that are used in the reception of our sending signals for our cell phones. They were going to Texas to do a repair job. They work for Strobe Tech out of the New Orleans area. And the tower they were going to be working on was 2,000 feet in the air. I told them, I said, I won't stand on a 6-foot ladder. They said, come on, mister. I said, I'm just being very honest with you. And the young man on the left in the red shirt, Marcus has been there, I think, about 7 years. And young Paul on the right has been there, I think a year and a half. But I take my hat off to people that's going to climb up that little old narrow. You see how narrow it gets? I know they got cables, but those cables break, and when they break, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. But anyhow, thanks for taking the time to visit with me. And of course, I was working my way to New Orleans.
The world-famous Landmark Hotel.
Landmark Hotel. I stayed in that particular hotel probably either the first or the second week when they opened in the 70s. It has been completely renovated, and it's now a Best Western Landmark hotel. And I can recommend it, and of course the rates are much, much lower than they are in the French Quarters, although I like to stay in the French Quarters. Les Banana, a long-time boxing promoter, had decided to come out of retirement, and he put a card together that's hard to beat. I mean, every round was interesting. All the fighters were well matched. They were not world champions yet, but they're working towards that, and we had fun. And we have a couple of pictures. This is Charlie, we call him Charlie Forti. He was at one time a sheriff, and I met him with Francis Pecora many years ago, and we reminisced about that, and we had got to know each other pretty well over the years. And then he was Attorney General for the state of Louisiana.
Correct.
So quite and then this is the back of a couple of people of our friends
watching the fights.
Yep, watching the fight. And then Mr. Harold Williams is my friend on the left. He's on the boxing commission with yours truly, Bobby Dupre. And they're just honoring this chef some honor.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. Place was packed. It reminded me of Evangeline Downs and the crowd that Chad draws here in Evangeline Downs. This young lady is Dr. Rosalind Randolph. Good morning, Rosalind. I hope she's watching.
She was the fight doctor that night?
Fight doctor that night. Sweetheart, I tell you what, she either lives in Thibodeau or she works in Thibodeau, and she graduated from LSU Medical School.
There you go.
Very attractive young lady and easy to talk to. You know what I mean? And this is two friends that were cutting up next to me. We really had a good time. They picked at each other. I didn't ask their name, but I did get to take a picture. And
look, our friend Noel Bunal.
Noel Bunal with two beauties. On the left is the young lady that he brought to the races, Miss Carla Diaz out of Chile, the country of Chile. Not eating Chile, not at Chili's.
Not at Chili's.
Chile, C-H-I-L-E.
Go ahead.
Her sister, who is about 23, graduated recently, a few years ago, about 5 years, I guess, from the Academy of the Sacred Heart in Grand Coteau, Louisiana. From Chile to the Grand Coteau religion, Catholics are prevalent in Chile. And a beautiful young lady and a lot of fun. And this is Kenny and Laura Craven. And then she is a State Farm agent, and he is an independent agent, and he is really writing a lot of business with Imperial Fire and Casualty. We thank you, right? Because that comes to Opelousas, and it keeps everything going at this end. And this is a young man who had just won the feature fight of the night, and believe it or not, he took time to sign autographs, and he was giving them words of wisdom on the right trail to take.
For this young man right here?
For this young man right here and several others. We gave him a round of, this is in the hallway after the fights.
Taking his time,
to build up the kids. We gave him a round of applause. I mean, I had tears because I could see that young boy right there taking that picture is listening to every word this young man. So when you can help a youngster, take the time, do it. It can save that, it can put that young boy or young girl on the right trail or get them back onto the right trail. And this is the young lady at the hotel. She didn't want me to take a picture, but she didn't mind. She just did. And then, of course, these are two that I took a picture of in Natchez. I was back in Natchez. You know, I bought some property there. So I was there to Soniers from the Lafayette, Karen Crow area. And the first thing they asked me, do you know Johnny Saunier? I said, he used to play at Toby's Little Lodge. They said, you on Toby's? I said, sure did. And of course, how about that picture? Who's in that picture? That's right
Uncle Saw there from Duck Dynasty.
How about it? It looks like he stuck his head up there like a reel. I mean, it's perfect. And this is a view out of the hotel, the back of my office. I mean, my office. It's almost my office. I've been there 3 times in the last 4 weeks. And this is he is the best bartender, probably one of the best that I've ever seen, works the crowd. He has every restaurant's menu, everyone in Natchez and across the river in Vidalia, in Louisiana, and passed it out. And this is the little house that I bought.
It's on the register?
It's on the register, and it's at 407B, just the letter B Street.
On Old Fry Road.
Yep, that's a little dead end there. I'm on a just private little piece of land right there. Pretty, a lot of trees, a lot of shade.
Your stuff.
Yep. And,
nice porch.
Yep, nice little, and then this shows the backyard, and it's a dead end.
You didn't even bring mail. I see the postman.
Well, and that's a Saturday, and
Saturday delivery.
I had to take a picture of that. Look at the smile this fella had. And, you know, it's getting kind of warm to be walking, but he was in his short pants. You know, they all wear shorts today when they work in these postmen. And just a friendly fella. And then I go over to the
get it out.
Magnolia Bluff Casino.
There you go.
And I just met this gentleman. I introduced myself, and he says, "You from Opelousas?" I said, "I sure am." I said, "Your name is," and he gave me his name, Mr. Bob Little. He's the general manager of the casino. And he says, "We from Opelousas. You happen to do you happen to know Mike Howard?" I said, "Certainly I know him." I said, "You know, he just left Opelousas, kind of a retirement is what I thought." Oh, we're going to have to come back to this picture in just a matter of a few minutes. 1 minute. We take a 1-minute break, so
it's
don't
halftime.
run off.
See you on the other side of one.